Welcome to our short webinar on the probiotic supplement products of Evonik. Our in Vivo Biotics product range is designed to support health and well-being. In this webinar, we will explore our product on gluten tolerance. Disclaimer: the contents of this webinar are intended for B2B customers, healthcare professionals, and nutritionists, and are not to be directed at end consumers. In Vivo Biotics are our answer to a growing demand for effective dietary supplements. Unlike conventional symbiotics, which combine pre- and probiotics, in Vivo Biotics are more innovative. Our scientific approach includes extensive screenings and clinical studies to select specific probiotic substrate combinations for a targeted health effect in the body. These synergistic combinations reactivate capacities of our body and its microbiome, modulate the microbiome, or support the degradation of unwanted molecules like gluten, clinical evidence-based. So we invite you to discover a new category of probiotics, differentiate with our innovative approaches, make your customers happy with products that really work, and capture the market with our ready-to-use innovations. We present in Vivo Biotics Gluten Tolerance, a synergistic combination of probiotic strains with a complementary enzyme spectrum to support gluten digestion. This product is designed to support people who want to minimize their gluten exposure, for people with gluten intolerance, gluten sensitivity, or celiac disease. A gluten-free lifestyle is increasingly adopted by consumers worldwide. A Google Trend analysis ranked gluten-free the third most popular diet over the last decade. Among those on a gluten-free diet, there's an increasing proportion of people without celiac disease who just want to avoid gluten. The gluten protein is a major part of our diet. Not only contained in bread or cereals, it is used in many processed foods, which isn't always obvious. The problem with gluten is that it is really difficult to digest. Many different enzymes are necessary to break it down, and it is often not degraded completely. These incompletely digested gluten fragments can cause a lot of trouble for people who are sensitive to gluten. For example, irritate or damage the intestine by triggering the immune system to overreact. Celiac disease is caused by such gluten fragments, and it is a major health concern for a lot of people. The only way to cope with celiac disease is a very strict and lifelong gluten-free diet. A gluten-free diet is not easy, since gluten is contained in so many foods. And constrained food options are a real limitation for daily life, especially in social contexts. Therefore, people who need to follow a gluten-free diet are often in desperate need for support. Current digestion aids come in the form of supplemental enzymes, which should be taken alongside a meal. These enzymes are usually limited to one type. This oftentimes leads to only a partial breakdown of gluten, leaving problematic residues of gluten and may even worsen the problem. So, there is a need for an effective and safe gluten digestion aid. This is where in Vivo Biotics Gluten Tolerance steps in. Contained are 7 different probiotic strains, carefully selected to provide all the different enzymes needed for a complete gluten digestion. Furthermore, lysates of those strains assure acute digestive activity. Our probiotics are characterized by a high resistance to stomach and bile acids, and are able to thrive and be active in the gut. Upon intake, enzymes are continuously produced in vivo and support the complete digestion of gluten, free from any residues. Furthermore, the probiotics support the gut barrier and improve microbiome diversity. Let's have a peek into our clinical evidence. In this randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled human trial, we show that gluten levels in the gut of people are significantly reduced while taking in Vivo Biotics gluten tolerance. The 5-week intervention study was done with 70 healthy participants and under a controlled gluten intake. The publication of this result is underway, and further studies with celiac disease patients are currently ongoing. To summarize, here are the key features. In Vivo Biotics gluten tolerance is a science-based probiotic solution for gluten digestion. 7 bacterial strains provide all the enzymes needed to support a complete gluten digestion with an acute and long-lasting effect. A convenient intake of 1 dose per day is sufficient, clinically proven. The product is suitable as supplement or food for special medical purposes. It is vegan, free from sugar, gluten, lactose, and allergens, manufactured in EU, and non-GMO. Thank you for watching this short webinar on in vivo biotics gluten tolerance. Interested in more information about our solutions? Contact us at Safic-Alcan. And stay tuned for further in vivo biotics webinars.